Hi, everyone. I have with me today the beautiful, talented, gifted, psychic, astrologer, Autumn from Black and Orange Tarot. In case any of you guys have been living under a rock, she's gracing us with her presence and knowledge today. We're going to ask a few questions that she's done some study on regarding Trudeau and Canada and the Indigenous children. So with that, you can take it away, can tell people a little bit about your channel and what you do, and that you're the most loyal tarot astrologer reader in the entire reading community. She's on every single day. So tell them what time, Miss Autumn.
Hello, everybody. And by the way, Lori, can I send you ahead of me, like everywhere I go, to like announce? That was awesome, and so much more than I deserve. Thank you.
Oh no, I think every word is true. Absolutely.
Well, I'm known as Autumn over on the Black and Orange channel, and yes, I'm there. I do political tarot readings every single day of the year, weekends, weekdays, holidays, your birthday, my birthday. I'm there at 12 o'clock Central Time in the U.S., and I take 12 political questions at 12 or as soon as I can get on, because when you do this every day, stuff happens. But I 12 at 12 basically, and I have not missed a day since April of last year when there was an emergency. And other than that 5-day period, I've been on every day since the day after Christmas 2019. So
impressive.
Thank you. We're getting up relatively near my 1,000th video on YouTube. I'm at, I think today's like 929 or something. So, yeah.
We'll have to do another celebratory collaboration with everybody.
That would be fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic. And maybe I'll do something in the evening so Lena can be there. Because
wouldn't that would be Autumn.
I would love to read with her. The problem is that my I rarely change the time on my readings. So and it's like
yeah.
Well, but for Lena, it's like 3 a.m.
Yes, so you'd have to change it for her. Sure.
Right.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had a couple of questions that I wanted to ask before we go into the Canada thing, maybe while other people are still joining us.
Sorry, I'm putting my socks on.
Oh, great. It's nap time. Okay. Oh, I put my huge kyanite on my cards over there, just some extra cleansing. Wow, has everybody been having hyped up dreams? I mean, has everyone having very prolific, pronounced, and even woke up, thought I was parked in a parking lot one day early to meet my friend for dinner the other day. It was very real, very surreal. So there must be something going on must be a Jupiter-Neptune thing or something. I want to know, Trump said he made Kavanaugh. He saved Kavanaugh the other day. He said if it wasn't for him, no legal team, no law firm would ever take him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw a bit on Kushner saying, so where did all of your hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt go? Apparently, when he first got elected to one specific big promotion to this first board in 2006, he had about $200,000 worth of debt. And then all of a sudden, his friends paid it off in cash. Something that was supposed to be for baseball. Primo season
tickets, yeah. But they paid it back in cash.
Yes, in cash. Yes. Exactly. And then it happened again when he was his debts were paid when he got onto the Supreme Court. So let's just see if there's going to be a formal investigation into, and I don't want to give him a title, I'm just going to call him
I like beer.
I like beer. Into Brett Kavanaugh, I like beer. Will we be hearing about that? An informal investigation opening soon on Kavanaugh.
I don't mean to distract you, but I want to mention something funny just while I remember. I was watching Lilac Lantern Tarot.
Yes.
She called Jim Jordan. She said he's an air horn.
He is.
That is the perfect description of him.
It is. It is actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm totally. I'm going to give her full credit, but I'm totally going to have to start using that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Kavanaugh. Sorry.
So Kavanaugh. Okay, so you go ahead and shuffle.
Well, okay.
All right. When you're ready,
you go ahead. You go ahead. It's your channel, please.
No, you're my guest. You go.
Okay.
I didn't know you were there. Okay.
The Kavanaugh getting in there was a victory for this. I get wands for the far right, Trumpism, fascism, neo-fascism, whatever you want to call it. That's the card for the reading. Him getting in there was this great win for that. And he was supposed to carry on that legacy to beat people into submission against the namby-pamby of weak, girly girls and girly boys on the liberal side. Now here's a King of Swords. That's my card for prosecutors. Here's a Page of Cups. And there is the Ace of Pentacles, the money. Prosecutors, there's the money. This Page of Cups, I sometimes get this when it's, I sometimes get this for early in the Biden administration. So it gives me a sense of, so this is sooner rather than later. This isn't like 4 years down the road, is quite often, but I'll ask for a clarifier on this. But I've got a prosecutor right here and I've got big money right there.
Okay. And yeah, and that's, I also got the Page of Cups, by the way, and that Ace of Pentacles is a big opening, a big portal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to ask for clarification, and
yeah. What does your Page of Cups mean?
Well, in this case where it is, I think it tells me about his being immature. It's up at the top, and it's looking at the deals, the spiels and deals that he made and excuses that he gave as to how, how he got the money. And I get that he was very imbalanced.
Lori. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
A boy with beer.
Oh boy. Yes. Okay. Ultimately, I think they're already working on this. Yeah, and then I get the teenage boy with beer here. The knight, and the false knight, as Johnny calls it, and he's on his side. So he isn't going to be able to lie or manipulate his way out of this. But the papers are coming. I think they're looking into 2 specific deals because I have the 2 of Pentacles. And I feel that we are going to be talking to the court. And on a scale from 0 to 10, I feel we're at 7. So I think we're pretty close to this. Maybe 3-4 months tops. If it takes that long, could be 3-4 weeks. That would be really cool. He's going to try to run, Brady, run.
I Major Arcana looking carefully, and our new American heroes, the forensic accountants. The strength of of Blasey Ford for standing up there, but also his treatment of women. And where'd you get the money? Like, I often get this for a courier for money moving around. So this being scrutinized. And then as far as asking for clarification on that Page of Cups, and I get a whole lot of, oh, I did drink, but then I stopped. Oh, it's not so bad. See, I like beer, but it's no big deal. Oh, it's a big deal. Oh, there are heavy duty, entertainment only. What do I know? But what the cards are saying, there are heavy duty addiction issues here. Gambling, drinking, you name it. Heavy duty addiction issues here. This guy feels like he should go strap himself to a therapist couch. He really does. That's what his
Right.
energy's like.
Yeah, instead he's been over at the bookie's couch. You know, he's been over.
Oh yeah.
I think he's still making deals.
Oh yeah. This doesn't stop.
I think that he goes in spurts, and I feel like he's still doing it.
I agree.
All right. And I also wanted to know, okay, the House committee has launched an investigation into the Ninja fraud. What happens to those people, the Ninja people? And is it Dave or Dan or whatever, the treasure hunter guy? Dave?
I don't know. Is he in charge of it?
Yes. He's the treasure hunter dude that was all on the treasure hunter schemes and raising money, and he's the one that got the cyber ninjas. So what happens to them? Do they go away, or do they become the star with some credible information or not?
Cyber ninjas.
Hi, Shining Hawk Healing. Thanks for joining us today.
Talk about cultural appropriation. Inappropriate cultural appropriation.
Yeah. I love your cards. I love them. I love them.
Oh dear. Okay, shall I go?
Please go.
Card for the reading. End of the line, bucko. End of the chapter, end of the book, new era, moving on. And it's going to be an institution pointing out about, oh, this is just sitting here, the truth that's going to be the end of the line for them. Starts with the Tower. And then we have the Knight of Cups. We have our new American heroes here in the middle, the Hermit. But there is a 10 of Wands, and there is the card for America. And what this is saying to me is, in a sense, this could be, I mean, if I was trying to read this the other way, I'd say this was what happened with the election and it being, knocked out from under them. But it doesn't feel like that. This feels like what they're doing now. They're trying to blow up the system. They're trying to blow up our institution of voting. And what ends up walking away, I get cups for Democrats, is that Democrats are the ones protecting the realm. And maybe it's federal laws or I don't know what, but there's something there where cyber ninjas or whatever, they're trying to do this, but who walks away is the Democrats still holding the cup. I've got them being scrutinized, and then this burden that they have to carry. Mm-hmm. And this is, again, the wands are it's that far right, ideologues, I can't think of the right word, but this burden of extremism that they're carrying, and it's going to be apparent. We're going to see it where they have to carry this. It feels like they're having to carry this in front of everyone, and this is not. They lost back here. This is just shame here because they've already lost. They had some kind of press conference. Did you see that?
No.
About that? Oh, in Arizona, they've had some kind of press conference, and it was a whole lot of baseless, yes, we have found whatever, and it's going to take us a really long time to keep finding more, so send us your donations.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. Thank you. That's wonderful. They were already out. And I wanted to say thank you, Miss Stacy B, and thank you, RN Swan, for your donation.
Thank you.
Very kind of you. The challenges, they're nuts. They're just they're discombobulated. They have no idea what they're doing. And the Queen of Swords is on its side, so the Justice Sword is on its side. The challenge is to turn off the faucet of this. It's just like they're going down the drain. They want to be seen as the star. They absolutely do. They'll be seen again. But they're doing this to gather the cash. You know, they moved all the votes to Montana forest land, wherever that is. They're just doing this just for the money. That's it. So it's really just a money grab. But will they? And then I have the 10 of wands. It's almost like it goes up and over the top, and they send them packing. Do they send them packing? Because they just aren't producing anything.
Are they sent packing, or do they get hired by other states?
Yeah, they're going to try to raise money, but it'll end there. But they're going to try to continue to raise money. So I don't see this coming to end for just a little bit yet. Did you pull cards on it?
I'm just pulling now.
Okay.
I'm getting the point is going to be moot. Democrats won. And meanwhile, Trump's base of power, all of its secrets, is about to come crashing down. Or is going to come crashing down pretty soon. His business, his political stuff, insurrection stuff. What Cyber Ninja's doing, they're trying to make money from this, but ultimately nobody cares what they're doing.
Yeah.
They've done damage to the institutions, but they've already done that. But what I get is this is reminding me, it's saying Democrats won, they're still going to be in charge, and Trump is in a whole world of hurt that's about to land on his head. Matter of fact, yesterday I was reading on Trump.org, and I was getting, it's toast. The company itself is crashing.
Oh, I'll have to go back. I'll have to watch that. I missed yesterday's. Well, that's very informative. I do think they're going to try to take it to one other state. It does, because I did have that 6 of Swords. All right, before we go,
or Wisconsin, or
okay, they're going to try. They're going to try. So I wanted to know, since you're so psychic and intuitive, and I need some help with something. I've been getting the tower for a lot of people. I've gotten it recently in the last 4 videos. I've gotten it for McConnell. I've gotten it for DeSatan. I got it for several people. And I wanted to know what slowed them down. Then I was getting the 4 of Swords for a lot of people. It's almost like something so icky happens that they have to retreat. Like they're not able to push forward and what it came out to me is that the Delta would get a little tower sort of out of hand. And then so they wouldn't be able to continue to say, like in Florida, DeSatan has koozie cups for beers and stuff that's "Don't Fauci my Florida," you know. Yeah. So, but they won't be able to when people, really the numbers and people start becoming very, very ill and more and more and more. They won't be able to push that point anymore because people are going to pull away from them. So I wanted to know, because I was getting the Tower and the 4 of Swords so much, I wanted to know if there's any other world event besides the Delta that is going to happen within the next 30 days that is an additional Tower moment. Can we look at that?
Sure. I don't know if it's going to be 30 days. It may be, let's say 60.
Okay.
We could do 60 or 90 even, because I've been getting all kinds of Tower cards for those same people. I don't think it has to do with the Delta variant, though. What I'm getting is it has to do with money and I am hoping that's all I'm hoping that's all it is, because
Okay.
if it's not money, then it's going to be something really heinous, like what Epstein and Gates and Maxwell and all of that. And that means there would be an insane number of victims. So I'm just hoping it is money.
Okay. I did get it yesterday and it is my hurricane, my crown bug card. I did get it specifically yesterday for the Delta, but that's what I wanted to know. What are you getting in addition to that? So yes.
Okay. So
money.
What big bad is coming for big Republicans?
Great. Great way to phrase it. Yes. Great way to phrase it.
Can I just say I love reading with you? I love reading with you. You are such a sweetheart. You have the best energy.
Oh, thank you. I like picking your brain because you're so smarty pants.
Oh,
And beautiful. All right. What's gonna happen? Everybody messaged me. I can't wait to see you with Autumn tomorrow.
Oh,
what you got?
I think it might be a couple of different things.
Okay.
Because in the center, I have money.
Okay.
And legal. I've definitely got it. All of it funnels into legal problems, and lawyers having to stand up and try to explain this away. But I'm getting money, political donations, and there's a bit of money here too. But it feels like this money is going more toward women.
Okay.
I think it's going to come from a number of different directions, and it's going to be like a Venn diagram. This problem's going to hit this circle of people, and this problem's going to hit this circle of people, and this circle, and there's going to be this area in the middle where it's hitting a lot of the big names, various topics, but it's coming from different directions, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hit. It's gonna those legal swords are gonna go all through the metaphorical fleshy bits.
Oh, so well said. Okay, I do have money here. Very first thing, and it's on its side. So the expose. All right, now I have the Hermit. So, yep. Money dealings with one person in particular. Who could it be? And Bill Barr is attached to it. All right, so you have
he has a whole world of hurt coming toward him.
Oh, he's trying to wiggle. Okay. Yeah, so the 7 deadly sins, I think, is what you call this card, right? The 7. Mm-hmm. I thought you referred to this as the 7 deadly.
No, it's a merchant card for me, and evidence. It's evidence that has already been gathered, that is already organized.
Okay.
It's what I get for it.
One video where you called it something about lust and something. I don't know.
Might be 7. Oh, 7 of Cups. 7 deadly sins, 7 of Cups with
maybe it's
the dragons and the woman and the money and the.
Oh, okay.
That might have been it.
Okay. All right. So I think this is just. I'm gonna say it has to do with money, Bill Barr, and the 7 deadly sins. That's what I'm gonna say.
And I think you're absolutely right with especially the 7 deadly sins. And I tried to pull some more information to see if I could get any clarification.
Okay, good. What'd you get?
I got literally the last 3 cards again in the same order, pulling randomly from the deck.
Wow.
And And the card for the reading, this clarification, just to make a point of, is that what this is? Oh, yes. That legal trouble, especially about bits of money going where they shouldn't, donations to politicians, donations to perhaps some people of the opposite sex, or yeah, there's big trouble coming for them.
Yeah. You could even throw in there Epps Black Book probably somewhere.
Say again?
You could even probably put add in there Mr. Epps Black Book.
Oh.
And people doing face plants over that. It is really going to cause some very disruptive, well, quite a few pentacles here, quite a few hidden bribes and greed and money and payments and who they got it from, and yeah. So, all right, let's go to Canada.
Oh, Canada.
And I'll let you inform everyone on your research and what you wanted to.
I've been very busy, so I haven't been keeping up with Canadian politics very well. So I caught up a little bit. It's been a while, I'll be honest. This is full disclosure. Unlike the U.S. system, up in Canada, they talk about three major parties. Guys, please, my ignorance is vast. I can only chip away at it every day. So correct me where I'm wrong here. But it looks like there's more like three parties rather than two. And so when one of the parties is voted into office, they either have majority rule or minority rule, where they have to form coalitions. That makes sense. Say there's something similar in the UK, and that would make sense then, you know. Trudeau's a liberal. There's a conservative leader, Aaron O'Toole, and the progressive is New Democrat Jagmeet Singh, I believe it's pronounced. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. Face painter says conservatives, NDP, and liberals. Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay. There could be a snap election as soon as September, and Trudeau he's seeking a minority since he's been forced to depend on opposition parties to pass legislation since 2019. So there are two wrinkles. One I understand and one I don't.
Okay.
The one I understand is the TRC, which is the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which is, they are not happy with Trudeau. They think Trudeau should be doing more about what happened to those poor children in Canada. And I'll tell you, there was one time I tried reading on that, and it was like a pole slammed into the middle of my chest. I couldn't care. I'm like, I had to stand here for a few minutes just trying to catch my breath. It was so awful. The energy's so bad. But anyway, the TRC, one of their spokespeople, Kathleen Mahoney, she's a human rights lawyer and one of the TRC architects, and she said that Trudeau's had no meaningful progress in correcting the situation. So that I understand, that they think he should be doing more. That could hurt him in the election. This part, you guys are going to have to enlighten me because I don't understand. According to latest polls, the Liberals, to Trudeau's party, would right now, if there was the election today, would get 38% of the vote. Okay. The Conservatives would get 23%. The Progressive New Democrats would get 20% of the vote. And in what I was reading, it said that 38% means the Liberals are in majority territory, according to the polls. How can 38% be the majority? I thought I would think you'd have to get to 50 for it to be majority, but I don't know your system. So my ignorance is vast. But there could be a snap election as soon as September. So the question is that because Lynn was asking, is Canada going to have another election, and majority or minority?
for Trudeau's party. So how do you want to phrase the question exactly?
Is Canada going to have another are they going to have an election soon?
Okay.
And is it going the winner? Is it going to be majority or minority?
Okay. How could the minority win?
If it's minority, it would be that they have to form another coalition to get things done.
Okay.
If it's majority, if whoever wins with the majority, if the majority, then they don't have to give as much to the other parties, is my understanding.
All right, I see. Okay, so let's ask if
snap election. Is there going to be a snap election as soon as September or thereafter?
Lucky Girl said for a 3-party system, that is enough for a majority. That's what Lucky Girl said.
Okay.
So let's see if they're going to have another snap election.
Okay, so the majority party is you just need 34% of the vote, I guess. Okay, cool.
So will there be a snap election?
And I was explaining to my viewers that this whole thing about snap elections blows my mind, because I know other countries complain so much about the American system. Oh my gosh, your campaigning goes on for years and you do all this kind of stuff, but I grew up with this. This is what I know. And when I was overseas, I was a teenager, so I wasn't as aware of what they were doing over there. And this whole day, we're going to have a snap election. You're going to have a what? Imagine having a snap election in the U.S. You're going to what?
Yeah, like a pop quiz or something. Let's just do it real quick. Snap. Oh, snap. What just happened?
Oh, yeah. This random day, we're all just going to go out and vote. What? Anyway, Canada. I don't have my election day card. What are you getting?
I'm getting there's a whole bunch of emotions about this. Someone trying to push it, and someone is very emotional and saying, "Wait, you can't do this." Sort of like a Jupiter Saturn or a Jupiter Pluto. Like stop go. But they're trying. Something will be called here. I get that there will be one held. They're going to push it through. Somehow I think they push it through.
Okay, so you think there will be one. Okay.
I think so. I think this is calling for a judgment.
There you go.
Or a ruling. They'll either say, yes, this is going to happen, or no, it isn't going to happen.
Okay, that makes sense.
What have you got?
Dragon Queen in the chat said a snap election may be like a vote of confidence of leadership. Yeah, we don't have those either, though. we look at those from in other countries, and we're like, oh gosh, that would be nice. No, we can't do that. We have impeachment, and that's about it. Other than that, you're stuck. You have to go down through the line of succession.
Exactly.
Card for the reading. These are not. I've got secrets and higher wisdom here, and it ends with, I think things are quiet enough that Trudeau goes forward with something, but on the whole, they're not huge energy cards. They're not. I'm not getting world-changing energy here.
Okay.
Which can be good because we have just lived. May you the ancient curse. May you live in interesting times, and we don't want to live in interesting times. We want make government boring again. There is sadness and disappointment. Trudeau is he's being a fool about not having done enough for those poor kids, and trying to help the families and hold those responsible accountable. So he may blunder into that.
And that could be what the push is. It's like you weren't looking. What are you doing? Do something about this, or we're going to hold a snap, and you're going to go, oh snap! I wish I would have done something. You know.
I think he has to. Doesn't Trudeau himself have to call a snap election?
I don't know. You pick something. We both are not.
We have our own crazy election stuff here that it makes perfect sense. Well, it doesn't make sense to us. We're just familiar with it.
We thought we would just jump in Canada's backyard there for a minute.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'm just asking for clarification. Card for the reading. That is my election card.
Okay.
Knight of Cups. Voting. 6 of Swords.
Okay.
Knight of Wands. So I've got two sides duking it out. I've got people voting and voting. So
something's going to happen here.
Yeah, I think sooner rather than later is what I'm getting. But I'm not getting like massive catastrophe, devil card, must remove people, I'm not getting that level of, so for what it's worth, because I think that can be a worry when you're ever talking about big elections and what have you. It can be, okay, how much crazy are we walking into here?
Right. Exactly.
But I don't think there's going to be a lot of yes, Salome, just jousting, ordinary politics. Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of ordinary politics. So.
All right. Let's see. I've got a couple. Did you bring any other questions with you?
I have questions, but you, do you want me to let you know what they are?
Yes.
Apple was asking, will the January 6th Select Committee, the Insurrection Committee, will their subpoenas be enforced? As in, if you don't comply, if you don't show up, if you don't give us what we ask, you're going to jail.
Okay. That's a really great question. I like that question.
Apple has great questions.
Well, the subpoenas from the investigation. We're ready for your answers.
Oh, somebody's mad. More than one person is really angry.
Good.
Card for the reading. Not messing around. Serious. This whole thing is serious. It's going to be taken seriously. Angry. So this would be, the Page of Wands here would be my messenger. That would be the subpoenas. And the 6 of Cups here would be nostalgia. It would be the way things, look, we're going to send these out and we expect you to comply. This is, let's be reasonable. We're just very reasonable. This is what we're going to do. And then when they scoff and say no, in the center, you get the Chariot, major capital letter law enforcement. You have perhaps a change of legal heart to, oh, maybe I should comply. And actually, normally this card is Republicans giving bits, like they don't fill in the gaps. They don't, the space in this card here in the Pentacles, it's like, even out, but no, this actually feels like getting the pieces and it's being put together properly. And with this card hanging over it all, and there's some, I'm picking up serious anger, serious, do not mess with me. And I think Liz Cheney being on there is going to help too, because she's not going to be wishy-washy. She got kicked out. Everything's on the line for her, and she's not messing around.
No.
So what are you getting?
I think there could be, again, I'm getting that there could be some sort of world event or issue.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Dolores, that could delay things just a smidgy.
Okay.
Then they move forward, or they don't want to, because they're feared for sure. You know, they do not want to, but they'll be made to. We're going to need patience and perseverance.
Yes.
They'll get dragged in by their ear. Oh boy, I want to see that. I want to see a few of them, especially being dragged in by their maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
Yes, this is good. Now, I also think it's interesting, you know, that we have the Strength card and the Hermit, because that's August and September there.
Ah, okay. Well, one of the things I've been bringing up to my viewers is just to remind them that things that come out this year, the indictments, the information that comes out, the investigations that are started, all of this gets into court next year, leading up to the election.
Right.
So the fact that sometimes some things are taking a little bit longer, it may mean that these people are held accountable at the polling, because it's all year with election in the midterm elections in early November. If you've got nothing but court cases bringing out all of this horrible stuff that happened, that all of these people who were supporting Trump did, leading up to the election, that's not going to help. And Republicans know it is not going to help them. It's going to hurt them.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And, you know, a lot of court cases were deferred and set postponed because of the crown bug. So there were many things that were scheduled to have already happened that got moved because they weren't in session. And there's a shortage of legal people to help with that.
Yeah.
The legal. All right, where are we? I know you have to go.
Oh, okay. I'm fine. I actually have a question.
Okay.
Because you guys are talking about, and people in the chat as well, talking about there possibly being some huge disaster or something that causes all of this. And I'm just wondering if you've been picking up on anything like that.
The only thing I got was that the crown bug the Delta thing could come back. But that's what we were asking about with the money, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But they were talking in the chat about other readers seeing big catastrophes and stuff. And I was just wondering, okay, are we thinking hurricanes? I don't see how that would particularly hurt McConnell and all of them, but I don't know. I do know. I will say that I did some readings on, you know, once a lot of this Trump stuff is passed, what are we going to read on? You know, it's just going to be more politics. And I just got a whole bunch of information about the environment and climate change. And that's going to be the defining topic in our lives.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah, I think I saw several other readers, and the astrology is really wonky, of course, for July, the end of July. I haven't looked into August at all, and but yeah, quite a few people, quite a few readers have seen that there was going to be, you know, like the tower or some big world happening. Have you gotten anything like that other than the money? You think it's the money and people being called in to account for their thievery, right?
I think it could be that, but I've definitely been getting the legal skies falling on these guys.
Okay.
I've been getting suddenly it's just like major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. And the energy is like, whoa. I mean, I read on Bill Barr the other day, and for a long time in Bill Barr, it was like, and then suddenly it's like, whoa. It's like my cars are about to just burst into flames. It was like, okay, all right, Bill Barr, you got issues, dude.
That would be a really great trick if you could actually throw like some snap, crackle, and pop fire sparks. That would be really great.
Amazon.com magic tricks.
Yes, there you go.
Don't put it past me. I probably would eventually.
I can't wait to see it. I've already envisioned it, especially with those nails. That would be extra oof, right? Do you have a final question you want to read on?
No, what have you got?
I wanted to know, well, I had two that I'd like to pick your brain about. I would like to know if we're ever going to get the names on Mr. Epps' list. Are we ever going to get the total list of names in that black book? Let's go there. Let's just go there. I want to know.
Well, not just the total list of names, but are we ever going to find out even almost everybody who was involved, who took part?
Yeah.
There was actually an older version of his black book was supposedly found from like 1997.
I saw that.
It floated around eBay for a while,
and Miss Melania is in there.
Multiple numbers for Trump.
Will we ever get all the names in the most recent black book from Mr. Epps? Will it all be revealed? Yes or no, please, angels? Let us know what you have when you're ready.
All I'm getting is public shaming.
Oh.
Money won't help you, and here, show you. Money won't help you. And you will be socially beaten up by this. There will be some worry about perhaps some charges somewhere, but it just ends in this bullying. Oh, that bullying. I wonder if is that bullying Epstein's bullying, because Epstein has and the evidence, because apparently he had all kind of evidence on people who were partaking with him. Oh, let me look.
You have to. He wasn't. He wasn't like Trump. He actually had some intelligence, not that much, but he actually did have some intelligence. Yeah, I'm coming back to the seven. I'm coming back to those 7 deadly sins again. I'm getting that we are going to get it. I think we're going to get it. And I don't think we should get some trickle soon, some trickling in of facts soon. Maybe we could go by September, but when we have the lover, the devil, and I think even because this temperance card is on its side, it's almost like somebody that drank in the good old boys club is going to spill it. Like somebody that drinks too much or overindulges, lets the cat out of the bag somehow. Wouldn't that be awesome? I've had too much to drink, so I'm going to tell some tales. But that gave me hope. I think we're going to get it. Why
Yes.
else put the wish card up at the top? That's our wish. We want to see it, right? We got it.
Yeah. The one thing I am getting is the victims getting some recognition, and
That's it.
that makes me happy. And this would be the burden of a whole lot of these people, these, I'll call them people, subhuman. Anyway,
Mm.
I was a little concerned about some evidence, it not being enough to convict them because of statutes of limitations and all of this stuff. But what I got was a prosecutor able to at least do something with some of it. And definitely there's some panic and social ostracization. So, yeah.
All right.
They thought they could do anything they wanted to, but they didn't realize the power of these women who are not just objects and playthings, and it leads to not very nice places.
They're going to come forward even more. They're going to press forward, onward, they said. All right. We know that you start your broadcast at...
That's fine. What's your next question?
Well, I always end our broadcast on just a word for everyone in the chat. What our guides and angels want you to know most for your weekend.
Okay.
Let's do read for everybody in the chat.
Your guides and angels love you. That's the main thing they want you to know.
That is definitely.
They are on your side in a way you cannot even fathom. What are you getting?
I want you to go first. Hi, Allie.
Say again?
Oh, I was saying hi to Allie P.
Oh, what I'm getting is delay. Do not get discouraged because there are going to be delays. I've got delays. Information that we could go forward instead of this kind of be yourself. I'm getting actual information about like what we've been talking about. If they people who could go forward against Trump's base of power, and we get disappointed because not everything works out, but do not fear, because the theft, America will see it, and there will be justice. So it's so hard to be patient after all this time. And I'm having terrible time being patient. I'm having a terrible time.
Yeah, I keep praying for that. I am also getting, that there's delay. The seeds are planted, they're working on it. They're with us. We are going to get the little dribblings. We're going to get the dribblings. It's also, we'll be helping people overseas, and they're going to be helping us in other ways, and really big collaborative efforts. But they want us to know that, just like you said, that they're here. They're trying to help us maintain balance, regain balance in our lives, and listen to the messages that they're sending. So this weekend, listen to the messages, because it's a messenger card and quick messages coming into it. And bring your chin up, lift up your hope, your inspiration. It seems like it's something that never is going to happen. They're bringing you messages this weekend. So pay attention to all that you hear. It won't necessarily be something you see, but to all that you hear, because it's the Page of Wands. And I wanted to say happy birthday to Susie. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. And thank you for those wonderful messages and letting us pick your brain and your intuition. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, Lori. And I'm so glad you're okay. I was really worried, and I wasn't alone.
I'm good. Thank you so much.
We care about you. We really do care about you deeply.
Thank you. So many loving messages from you a few different times, and I got a lot of support, but I'm doing really great now, and definitely enjoying this interaction with you, and hope that we can do it again very, very soon.
Anytime.
Well,
You just let me know.
Okay. And we'll plan something for your 1,000th show.
Yeah.
As well.
That'll be coming up in a few months, I guess.
So she's going to leave here when we end this broadcast, and you can go over to her channel at Black and Orange Tarot and catch a whole nother, is it a total hour and a half usually?
It's usually the first half hour I'm gathering, taking people's questions, and then I read for about an hour and a half. So it usually runs from about
2 hours.
1.5 to 2 hours.
Yeah.
So every day. All right. So I'm headed over to Black and Orange, but thank you, Lori. And I'm sending you a virtual hug. And I just
thank you. I'm doing really well. We just had some
just in general. But go ahead.
Storms. Yeah. So we're all doing very well here in South Florida. We had some standing water and some extra storms, even past Elsa. And thanks all the moderators and everybody that super chatted. Blessings to you. And we'll see you over at Autumn's channel, Black and Orange Tarot. Thanks again, Miss Autumn. Love you much. All right, open your ears for the messages this weekend.
All right, thank you, everybody. I'll see you later.